Hey, you're watching Velo News TV. I'm Neil Rogers here with High Road's George Hincapie before the start of Stage 3 of the Tour de Georgia. George Hincapie, lead out man.
Not really, just keeping the boys out of trouble. It's once you get to the circuits, it's dangerous anyway, so it's good to be at the front, and I don't mind helping out Hendy and Greipel.
We saw you helping out with Chiolik at the Tour of California, and you went down in that early crash, but here you are again at the front. I mean, I've talked to, Henderson says you're the guy for him in the final stages. I mean, is that something you've, in the past, you've been a sprinter, we've seen you win mountain stages in the Tour, ride the classics. Is that something that's just kind of innate and in your blood, in your nature?
Yeah, I mean, these stages are not, they're relatively pretty easy. So to stay in the front in the final circuits is not that hard, and I can basically I've stayed in the wind at the Tour de France for Lance for 8 years, so staying in the wind on the final circuits of the Tour of Georgia is not that difficult, and I don't mind doing it. It's important if we can get a win for the team here in our home country. It would be great.
Yeah. Is a stage win in the sprint, is that sort of the primary objective for the team this year?
Yeah, we'd love to win a stage or two. Tomorrow's important, the team time trial. And, I'm not sure how my legs are. I was a bit tired after the Classics. And Lovequist is feeling a little sick right now, but he would normally be our guy for Brasstown Ball. But we'll see. I mean, anything can happen. It's a short stage to Brasstown Ball, so maybe we can have a couple guys up there.
From what you've seen of the guys in the peloton the last 2 days, who do you think are the top 3 teams for the team time trial?
I'd say CSC, Slipstream, and us.
And High Road.
Yep.
And you said Lovequist maybe is not on top form for Brasstown. So what about the day following the team time trial? I mean, how would that change things with the mountain stage? You guys going to look to get into the break and try to win it maybe out of a break?
I think it's up to. Actually, I left out Astana too for the team time trial. They got a really strong team, but it's really up to them to control. And I'd be surprised to see a big breakaway go, because they have to play all their cards for Brasstown Ball. So I think they're going to try to control it, unless they send a guy like Horner up the road, and then we would have to have somebody there with them. So I would imagine it would end up together on Friday as well.
You're going to see Henderson take a stage one of these days?
Hopefully, we'll see.
All right, George. Thanks.
All right, Neil. No problem.